Hey everybody, clearing. All right. Oh, unicorn bell clearing too. Clearing. Okay. So today we're gonna do kind of a pick a pile. I'm gonna do piles 1, 2, and 3. After I do an intro collective reading. So let's get into what the connections are doing for the collective, and then while I'm doing that, or now, think about pile number 1, 2, or 3. I've already pre-shuffled all those cards. I'm going to shuffle them again with each pile, and we can get going at the time. So thank you, Divine Creator. What can we see for the beautiful viewers that join me here? What is it we can know for the twin collective, divine counterparts, conscious love, relationships? What is it we can see? Feminines on the left, connection in the middle. Oh, masculines on the right. Oh, beautiful energy. I want to say good job, everyone. Literally, we got the masculines showing up with the 2 of Cups, which means they know they love you, divine feminines. And into the future, we've got this 10 of Pentacles. This is the everything. This is even better than the 10 of Cups because this is it in the material realm, everyone, y'all. So, wow, we've got the 3 of Wands in the connection space, and this does lead into the 4 of Wands. But what I heard was there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This is going to happen. That's what I just heard. So yeah, for the beautiful people that have resonated with this reading already, that's the message here. There's no guesswork. There's no if. It's a when. It's a when. Feminines, though, we got the Queen of Swords in the reverse. So this can literally mean that you are thinking something that's not true, all the way to there's something you absolutely do not see coming that's gonna knock your socks off. We have kind of gotten that surprise energy over the last little while, but let's get some clarifiers here and check it out. I want to start with the masculines because there's a whole lot of love going on here. What can we see for the masculines regarding this 2 of Cups in the collective? So it fell on the 10 of Pentacles, King of Swords. So the King of Swords, oh, what I just heard was they have a surprise planned, and it's in the mind space. The swords are the intellect, the mind. The cups are the heart. What I just heard, actually, I've never gotten this message. Fine, I'll tell you. They are doing a lot of thinking about what they can do to bring this in, and they're consciously not dropping into their heart space because they know when they drop into the heart and soul about certain things, you pick up on it every single time. And they are strategically, King of Swords to this inverse Queen of Swords, they're strategically trying to keep this off your radar, divine feminines. So doesn't that mean that the masculines kind of have figured out this telepathic thing? That's so exciting. You cheeky divine masculines. So yeah, they've figured out how to surprise the counterpart that has it all, intuitively speaking. Oh, that's delightful. So yeah, they've figured out that you are their match, I just heard. So yeah, I'm really taken with this King of Swords wearing a hood and kind of got this cloaked energy. So there's this by the cover of night, and I'm getting that this is because it fell on the 10 of Pentacles. It has to do with the future. It has to do with the happily ever after. I want to get one more. Oh, do I? I'm going to pull it on the 3 of Wands, this sure thing kind of energy. Why do the masculines know that this connection is guaranteed at this point? What is it about the 3 of Wands that we can see? Strength and 6 of Wands. Wow. Okay, so even though your connection has in some way evaded public knowledge, so it's gone under the radar, it's been intimate, it hasn't been showy, even though your connection hasn't been boastful or showy, you've still overcome the devil energies here. This is a really incredible message. This does not mean that the masculines did this on purpose, but in hindsight, for most of them, the reason they know this is a sure thing is because you have not needed this connection to be boastful or in the public knowledge or, you know, accepted by all the friends and family. You have gone against the grain, or at least not even sweated the fact that most people didn't know about some of these connections. Quite a large amount of the connections here, people didn't have common knowledge of them. And even still, you have not bought into the devil energies and you've loved anyways. That is one of the major reasons the masculines are saying that they know that this love is real. For right now anyways. Okay, let's see this Queen of Swords in the inverse. Is there another message other than the Queen of Swords, the Divine Feminine isn't seeing something coming? What is it? The reason I'm saying that with this one, it's such a beautiful heart chakra, or sorry, crown chakra opened card. And so that's like divine guidance. In the reverse, it's like this one isn't going through the divine. I think the divine templates are onto this and keeping it under wraps. But let's see, what can we see for the Queen of Swords? Okay, we are getting, yeah, this Ace of Pentacles. There's an offer coming. Page of Cups. So divine feminines, you have willfully surrendered your need to control, your need to know. Page of Cups is the surrender and trusting the love. It can sometimes be the emo card or the hopeless romantic card or, you know, over emotional. It's a page. It's like a teenage developmental stage. And sometimes that can be a little bit manic. But it's in the neutral along with this offer, the Ace of Pentacles. And so, yeah, you've decided you don't need to know. How does it go? It happens when you least suspect it. Yes, bravo, divine feminines. You're actually dropping control issues. You're not hyper vigilant. You're just chilling feminines. And yeah, seems to be that this is the hunter. This is the hunter of your heart, I just heard. And the hunter that makes you giggle and smile till it hurts. I also just heard. That's really fantastic. So yeah, feminines, I would say all the more permission to just chill and allow. Just be neutral. Be free from attachment. But how come the feminines know that this Three of Wands, this guaranteed energy, what is it that we can see? The Five of Cups, you've let go of all the mourning and the grief, and therefore you can see that I'm literally hearing, you know your worth, so you know your counterpart would be silly to pass up a chance with someone like you. And you're literally saying, it's unlikely that anybody on the face of the planet would actually pass up a chance with an Empress, right? You know, if you're really an Empress energy, who would pass that up ultimately, right? So that's what the feminine is thinking right now. Let's see for the Ten of Pentacles going into the future. What can we see for the feminines about this Ten of Pentacles? So the moon, I was kind of taken with the moon in this Two of Cups for the masculine. So the moon here in the reverse, meaning secrets coming to light. So yeah, you know that there must be some more to the story that's going to emerge going forward to allow for this Ten of Cups. So yeah, you are open to legitimately having things opened, divulged, and we get the Star. So that is this eventual destiny. It's definitely knowing, designing, having patience. And there we have the Empress. So yeah, the moon, the Star, the Empress. We also have this Empress in the reverse, like the moon. So there's more surrender, more abundance mindset to come into. So this is really where there's no lack. This journey is not a journey of lack. This is a journey that moves you into the full Empress. as you come into mastery, there is no lack. It's not that storyline. You're not experiencing this so that you can be brought to the edge of a cliff and dropped off of it. If you're actually on a divine love becoming, a path of mastery, a twin flame path of mastery, you are becoming an exquisite master, and you know how to create your reality. You know what you put out there comes back. What goes around comes around. You know how to keep your frequency high. You know that's the key. You know that is how you manifest all good things. And so yes, you are still in that process of becoming, and you also know that part of this Empress is manifesting this incredibly fulfilling everything relationship of true love going forward. We don't get that unless we are a match for it internally. So yeah, it's only a matter of time. What can we see for the masculines with the 10 of Pentacles? Wow, the Hierophant and the 9 of Wands. So funny. This Hierophant has got a little cheeky smirk, and the feminine is like, what the heck is going on? What is going on? 9 of Wands is like perseverance, like kind of going it alone. Can be the wounded warrior. It can be like it doesn't feel quite time yet. And this Hierophant, can you see that face? I'm not sure if you really can, but there's kind of a like, I knew it all along. I was just waiting. There's a little bit of a, what am I seeing in this face? Did you really think the divine was going to let you down, feminine? And this feminine is looking like, I want to believe this. I think I do, but I'm staying in my lane for now. So yeah, the masculine knows that the feminine is starting to get a little bit suspicious of what's going on right now in the energy, because there's so much worthiness, there's so much fun building, is what I just heard, that the feminines are kind of picking up on it. So they, oh, I've never had this message before. I literally heard that the masculine sense of pressure to come forward is no longer because they don't know or because it's premature to express the love. Now it's a race between the feminine catching on to the surprise and getting to be the one that offers the surprise. And that coins these expressions that the masculine's bringing forth here. Okay, that was a very cool message. Okay, so piles 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to clear those now and see what we've got here. So I'm going to write down pile 1. So I'm not going to clarify these. I'm just going to do the daily counterpart reading with 2 decks of cards, and then I'm not going to put in what my viewer's energy is. I'm just going to say straight up what the counterpart that you're watching this for is up to. Thank you, Divine Creator, for bringing through the highest and best messages for pile 1. Okay, what is this counterpart thinking about the connection consciously? Wow, 6 of Cups and 10 of Cups. So this is talking about wanting to have a reunion, but wanting it to be perfect, wanting it to be ideal, really strategizing how to initiate it so that it doesn't get a speed wobble or ruin the first ascended chance. You know, it's not the second chance, it's that first ascended chance. What are they consciously thinking of you, pile 1? That they haven't told you that you are their everything, that they're trying to figure out how to tell you that. They're literally trying to figure out what they can say into that cup. It's like a microphone. It's a love microphone. And they're like trying to speak into it, trying to practice. I'm even hearing that they're speaking out loud to you and listening to the tone of their voice, telling you they love you. The Knight of Cups is a love offer. It's a love message. It can be an apology, but I'm getting that it's an I love you, and how they can even tell you why they love you. The world is the everything, and it's like they're at a loss for words to actually tell you how magnificent you are and how 10 of Cups you are to them. It's like you have blown their mind. You have far exceeded anything that they thought that they would actually have in this life. You are their greatest gift from the divine. Like the way that you emerged in their life, they are now so overjoyed, overwhelmed at the implications, the range of your love. I'm just getting pile one that you have been an extraordinary beacon, light, example of love in your counterpart's life, and they don't even know really how to put it all into words. It's so divine. Whoa, what are they feeling on the heart space about the history, about the connection? The Magician. So they're actually talking a little bit here about how they have been curious every step of the way and how they've actively manifested you. So there is a reason you can't let this person go, pile one. This is because they have put lots of conscious effort, brain power, heart into this connection. They've energetically imagined this connection into the future. They've envisioned things. They have been in the astral plane. They have been telepathic with you. They have actually done changes in their lives to set the scene, to set the stage for this connection. So I'm hearing, pile one, that you already know the major changes they've made. You know, some have left other partners, some have even gotten divorces, some have moved, some have made career changes, and if they haven't already and that's what it would require, they are considering doing that, and they're pulling the strings behind the scenes. This is something that you don't see with the Page of Swords in the upright. This could be what we were seeing in part out on the first part of the reading tonight, because this is definitely something you don't see or haven't fully comprehended yet, what they have set in motion because of their faith, because of their awareness of this love. With the infinity symbol there, they've seen some things that you probably don't really recognize they have seen in the way that they have. What is their heart space for you? They're doing the work to match your frequency, High Priestess. So they're putting in, I just heard night and day. So as they're going to sleep at night, as they're meditating, as they're working during the day, they're thinking about you nonstop, and they're thinking about how much composure you have. High Priestess is non-action, mercy, humility, grace, compassion. They are taking stock of all of it. You are an inspiration to them. You are their guiding light, I just heard, because of your tact, your timing, your grace, your compassion, your humility, your, all the things love is. They recognize that more and more, and it's inspiring them to be more like that. What is their wish for this connection? Oh, they're bravely going towards union. So yeah, they definitely want this twin flame level union. Some of them do know what twin flames are. Some of them are actually even more encouraged that you are considering that they are your twin flame. So for some of you, pile one, you've told your counterpart about twin flames, and you've identified or you've had a conversation with this person that you are twin flames, or they know full well you know what twin flames are, and they have a hunch that you probably think they are your twin flame. I'm hearing for many that is an act in progress, that they at once didn't know if you thought they were your twin flame, but over time they are actually seeing through your actions that you actually do feel that they are your twin flame. So And if you don't know that already on that level, whether they know about twin flames or not, they do feel like they are going to do whatever it takes to fight for this connection, to be your humble servant in love, to come forward, to propose. Okay, pile one, you're likely on track for marriage here. What can we see for the actions pile one's taking now? So they are very much sitting in, resting in, meditating on sovereignty and autonomy in relationships. So that doesn't mean sexually, because this is likely monogamous. This means coming into the freedom and peace and wholeness that can really allow for a true love, one-on-one connection that really is codependency free. They are looking into, I'm hearing some are studying online, different attachment styles, looking at what codependency is, and they're really seeing the markers of you being whole, of them being whole. They care so much that this connection is protected that way. And they don't want to pressure or put a wrong move, I just heard. What is their biggest challenge in pile one? So there are some karmic people, thoughts, beliefs. They're still overcoming this fear of abandonment, but they know that your actions have never indicated that you would abandon them. They have seen a lot of people come and go and abandon, turn on a dime, and become really brutal. They are in the process of cutting people out also, I heard, that are not kind, that are fickle. They're cutting fickle people out. So people that also make them feel badly by criticizing or bullying or condemning them, they are seeing that that's not nice. They're seeing that even if people sound like they mean well, or they're being an authoritarian and they say, oh, you shouldn't have done that, or you really screwed that up now, that they are letting go of those people. But it's a challenge because we're hardwired to kind of feel like when someone's asserting something like that, that it affects us. It's hard not to affect it when somebody points a finger at us and says you, and they spell at us, right? It's like spelling. It's like casting a spell when somebody points and tells your story and says you da 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 da. And you know, that thing is not kind. That is a curse, right? If it's not in love, that is a curse. So your person is challenged right now by letting go of those times when somebody has pointed right at them and done that damage. What is the solution for this? Justice in unconditional love, revenge. That your person getting the love of a lifetime is the greatest revenge that they could achieve. This is divine justice. This is unconditional love. Means your person is in store for being one of the chosen ones that get true love. And so person, if you're watching this and this story feels like you, because these can be flip-flopped, justice is coming. Your greatest revenge, you know, you get to be able to prove everyone wrong that pointed that finger and said you'll never amount to something. You're not going to be able to do it. Who's going to believe you? Who's going to love you? You know, any of those horrible things that you got the message of, this is the vindication. Don't you worry, pile one. You too. Oh, you too. This is a lovely pile. I'm sorry that we've all come through such density, but this is the redemption of love. And pile one, you've got it coming. What is the future? Oh yeah, the lovers, wifey, Queen of Pentacles, living together, marriage. Pile one, you're in wifey energy. Hubby energy, take it as it resonates. It's a Queen of Pentacles, but this is the higher love, the lovers. This is the choice. This is the aligning with the unconditional love. Pile one. Wow, pile one. Okay, let's get you an intimacy card. Where is the intimacy at right now, or what can we continue to work on? 10 of Feathers. So that's that 10 of Swords that we got with the abandonment wound and the clearing of those spells that people have cast on pile one. 10 of Feathers. So, you don't have to do a spell removal to get rid of that. You can just say on all timelines and dimensions, I don't need to subscribe to that. May it be gone. And it can be gone. It's a free will choice to just nullify that. And you can just say, divine, protect us in love. So 10 of feathers. This says in the inverse, the battle has been won. Expect a huge release of pent-up energy in your heart and body. So yeah, everybody get rid of that, or get rid of that. It literally could be purging. It could be crying. I know I cried the other day and stayed up in 2, 3 in the morning. I was crying. Maybe this was it. It feels like the floodgates opened, and the message that kept coming to me over the last few days was, when we cry, it's actually a release of what was pent up. And so it's not typically in case of emergency. Yeah, it's one thing, or pain, it's one thing, physical pain or whatnot. But when we just cry, that is our dumping of the things that no longer serve. That is when we no longer want to carry that stuff. We are releasing it to get it out of us. And so we don't have to reinstate it by consciously retaining it and calling it in and telling ourselves that sob story. That's where that saying comes from. When we cry, it means we have unlocked something and it's dumping out of us. But it does circulate around in our minds, and so those chemical signatures or those memories being dumped, we can fall for the trick. If there's too much of it, we can delude ourselves and think it's happening now. But oftentimes it's a memory coming up to be cleared that we're supposed to say, this isn't happening now. I can fully release it. So yeah, this is a huge release of pent-up energy in your heart and body, and that does happen coming closer to union. So definitely release that. What can we see? An energetic card for pile 1, advice. We are getting seal of indivisible vision, psychic vision, hidden meanings, and dream reading. So dreams could cause this dumping of emotion or release. But use your thoughts, your heart wisely when this happens, if it does, and don't fall victim to suffering. Keep your vibe high. Surf it. Don't tell negative storylines. Just let it go. Sit with the emotion, drink lots of water, salt bath, get into nature. And Merkaba Matrix, light body expansion and illuminated presence. I'll often see it when we illuminate on the cellular level, when we clear the karmic mud. It's like gunk that's released from our DNA, and we shine more brightly because that gunk has been taken off. So the psychic ability that you are deepening in as a master is able to see the gunk as it leaves and not ego align with it. Just let it go, and then your light body is going to increase. So what a beautiful, beautiful message. And that is because you're coming in closer and closer to wholeness and mastery and union. Amazing stuff, everybody. Okay, pile 2. 2750, pile 2. Let's have a look at pile 2. So thank you, Divine Creator, for using me as a channel for pile 2. So this can be you, or it can be for a cross watcher, so flip it if it resonates that way. But this is such a beautiful pile 1. That was fun. So now I'm gonna do pile 2. What can we see? I'm not gonna clarify these with my viewers' energy. I'm just gonna do 2 decks and see what are they thinking, feeling, all the usual. Okay, here we go. So conscious mind, pile 2. 9 of Cups, they're wishing for this. They're in deep meditation on how to access this. 4 of Swords is like the High Priestess, the minor arcana, and the third eye here is really letting it sink in that there's no more conflict, no more third energy, third party conflict. You are the clear choice. They are getting their thoughts in order and understanding what they really want, and that you are the obvious choice is what I'm hearing. So that's what they consciously have learned on this journey, that no one compares to you. They want you. They also want to keep looking at things the way that you've taught them by your actions, to stay positive, to see the higher vibrational things. They're prepping for going through a period of solo. I'm hearing for some of these, they've never really been alone, meaning they've gone through partner to partner, could be player energy. They could have had lots of sexual partners or options all the time, and never really been in a period of time where they have been just on their own. That for some, this is the longest duration, that they haven't just been out there looking for comfort in all the wrong places, possibly, or at least not quite the right places. That seems to be calming. They're wishing for you. They have this knowing. What are they thinking of you as a person? Okay, they're a little bit confused. I think it's just a little bit too soon. They are starting to manifest only you here, and see the contrast between other people that they have connected with, but they're not quite sure if you want to be married or live together. They're not quite sure what you want. It still feels like they're a little bit unsure about how much you want them. And I think that's because there's been this mirroring of keeping options open, or for whatever reason in this connection, you've had fewer that you weren't going to be chosen, just you. And so they picked up on that and sort of still kept other options lingering. It's like this weird ricochet. So all I can say for you, viewer, is know what you want, and watch where any of your thoughts are kind of distracted and you're thinking, oh, I better, not go all in. I better keep XYZ's number in my phone, or possibly I'll just message this person. It's not like I'm going to sleep with them or something. I'll just message them for some attention as a backup plan. So I'm getting, just really watch that. If your heart's not in somebody, don't lead that person on, but don't make the energy convoluted. If you really do choose this person, be honest with yourself and purify any of the other options right now, because you are manifesting your reality. And if you want to be with this person, you're broadcasting a signal of ambiguity if you keep your other options open, even emotionally or mentally, or even just dabbling. That's, you're not meant to wait for this person and be in scarcity and lack, but you're not meant to leak your energy and give the universe mixed signals by keeping your options open in the way that you do things that don't feel like your deepest truth. That doesn't mean you can't connect with people and still, have communication and get to know people and be social. It just means watch where you're crossing the boundaries, the lines for your comfort zone, and think about, if you really want this person that you're watching this for, what you're putting out there to other people. So this is sort of a hard knocks, tough love kind of reading for you, pile 2 so far. Yeah, because your person isn't quite sure if you actually want them or not, or what you would be interested in. Some are wondering if you would have children with them. Some are wondering if you would live with them. Some are wondering if you would marry. And they're really not sure. Even if you've said that before, there's something going on in the energy, your doubt. Maybe there hasn't been communication for a while, those kinds of things. And maybe you're starting to say, I've got to look elsewhere. Your person is picking up on that, and they might be starting to think a couple of things. One, they are feeling pulled towards you, but 2, they're a little bit confused about if there could be success in the way they'd like it to be here. What is their heart space for you at this time? The Emperor, okay, so they're putting down control issues, and then the Eight of Cups in the reverse, gone but not gone. So they're kind of at a loss to know what to do. They don't want to leave this, and they don't want to control it. So they're kind of just sitting pretty. And their heart is balancing out right now. So it feels like they may have seen something on social media, is what I just heard, about you living your best life, but possibly with other potential suitors, or if you have put anything out there that is misleading intentionally to make it look like you've moved on when you haven't, or that you're happier without them than you would be with them in some way. If there was a personal dig, I'm hearing, your person is getting mixed signals. That's for a select few. That's not going to be a message for everyone. But there is something in the energy again where your person is like, I don't know what to do here, but I can't put this down. And so that shows me you're coming into more decisive knowing as to what you want. But don't forget, your manifestation, viewer, is on your shoulders. The onus is on you. You will always have a greater portion of the responsibility for any dynamics you have because it's your manifestation. You cannot defer to your person to be impeccable, and then you will do it if you see that in them. It starts with you because it is your manifestation. Only people that align with what you're ready for can come into your manifestation. So you have to be impeccable if you want an impeccable love. You can't wait for somebody to be impeccable and then decide to be impeccable. I hope you heard that, because pile 2, that is where you're at here. This is you cleaning up your act. This is you getting real with you. This is you saying, I am worth the very best, and I'm not going to be loose with my energy. I'm not going to be sloppy, lazy. I'm not going to leak my energy anymore. If I want real love, I'm going to be the embodiment of real love. Whew. I'm feeling a little bit like an energetic pep talk here, pile 2. Let's see, what does your person feel on their heart of hearts for you? Ooh, I got 2. There's that wish card again, and transformation. 10 of Cups. You are absolutely their wish fulfillment. They want everything with you. Ideally, they would want everything with you. So as a reflection of you, that means you want this person. So don't delude yourself. Clean up your act. Don't do anything anymore that suggests that you might not want this person. If this person truly is your truth, if this specific person is what you want to manifest, keep going through your transformation where you understand that what you actually want and align with is what you will receive. You can't align with multiple things and expect to deepen with the one that you want. If you are putting your energy out there in certain ways that are inappropriate, that contradict the manifestation that you actually want, do not do that. Clean up your act. Because you are manifesting your reality. If you're telling the universe you want this one and this one and this one and this one, that's what you'll get. You'll get a lot of convoluted stuff. If you stop that and say, what is it about this one that is giving my specific person a run for their money? Nothing? Let them go. If there's something that is genuinely more attractive in somebody other than this specific person, you might want to wonder why you're still watching things for this specific person. If it's because you thought and told yourself that's your twin flame at one point, but then now are sort of pulled over in a different direction, let this one go. I want to say, for you, pile 2, a really important message is, think of yourself on the twin flame path of mastery. Don't ego align with calling yourself a twin flame. Call yourself somebody who is on the twin flame path of mastery, which talks about you aligning with divine love so that you align with somebody who is also in alignment with divine love, and therefore you are both qualified to have an authentic true love relationship. So let go of someone. If you thought it was a twin flame and that person is unkind, go away. Let go, at least for now. And entertain other options. You are not meant to stick with someone because you have called them a twin flame and they are abusing you. So for some in this pile too, wow, what a message. Really be sure. Does this person warrant your love? Does this person inspire you to be more love-filled and to evolve or not? Is this person an unrequited love? Not a projection of rejection, but does this person actually not align with love? And you're trying to make them align with love. For a lot of you, this person does want you. This person is waiting for you to clean up your energy so that you can rise to meet this person in love. But some of you, for pile 2, it's time to go to the divine for more clarity and let go of fear of being alone, of being not chosen, all of that. My heart goes out to a few of you. Okay, what can we see? Pile 2. So most of you though, please, if you got triggered by that, take a deep breath. Let's keep going. Let's see what else comes out here. So what is this person wishing for the connection? The sun, the lovers, they want it all. They want everything to come to light. They want to keep learning what love is. I'm going to say again, for some, this is a karmic partner, a mirror twin, a karmic twin, a soulmate. It doesn't matter what you call these people. This person is equally interested. The one you're watching for is exactly an energetic match that is exactly as much interested in learning what love is as you are. If you can be a non-attachment and just understand that you magnetize this specific person in so that you could both learn what love is in the highest, that does not require that you end up in connection with this person. It can though, because if you're on the same pace to learn what love is, what a beautiful bonding experience. That sure beats trauma bonding, doesn't it? Okay, so this person at very least is learning so much. You've changed each other's lives by learning how much love, what love is, what it looks like. You've shown each other, you've stood the test of time. I will never tell somebody who's thinking that they are magnetically drawn to someone that they should, throw in the towel and never consider that that person is for them. If it's an abusive situation, or if you're in physical harm or danger, emotional abuse, anything like that, where it's direct, get away, get help, get support. If you need that, that is not twin flame. It is not twin flame. It might feel damn magnetic, but that is not healthy. That is not twin flame, and the divine would never ask you to put yourself in harm's way like that. You don't have to do that. Okay, so wow, this pile, I never go off like this, but I needed to, I guess. I was not expecting that. So let's see. What is the action this person is taking? King of Swords and reciprocity. So this person is holding back right now. So that's not the same as abuse. So for most of this pile, this person is refraining, is reserved, and holding back something of reciprocity so that this connection can develop on a more sure footing. So that all of these awarenesses of what love really is can continue to come to light, so that this person knows that they are not going forward prematurely, or based on lust, or based on a misconception, or based on rushing in too fast. This person wants to know that this is not a trick, it's not too good to be true, and that both of you can mature and be mature in a way that will allow this to grow at a pace that won't harm either of you. So there could be other people involved, children involved, finances involved, and this person is sort of thinking that those things need to clear out, the karma needs to balance out prior to being able to have a good solid start with your connection. And they are willing to wait until the coast is clear that way. So even if they're not saying something, sometimes people in this position don't say things so that it's kind of like they can watch what you would actually do So those messages a little bit earlier, pile 2, where you're meant to clean up your act, your person is watching you, watching your character, watching what you do when you don't think they're looking, and not in a creepy way, but in a genuine way that they just want you to be you. And if you're not a match for them, they'll go over here and not bother you anymore. But if they see the things, the strength of character, that shining diamond, when they can look at you and say, now there's a divine feminine, or there's a divine masculine, the fruits of their existence are clearly divine. Instead of, that's a karmic person, that's a weak person, that person is acting out in a way that's not full of self-love. They're watching. They don't want to influence that. It's like they're watching you in your natural habitat and just letting you make your choices. What kind of character do you want to exemplify? 44, nice. Okay, what is this person's biggest challenge? Moving forward, because they're still burdened. So for this pile, I'm seeing a lot of karmic burden still. So all those things that you know would need to be balanced out before it would be legitimately, like the coast would be cleared to really get to know each other, to deepen, to blend lives. If there are still things that your loyalties or past contracts or other obligations are still playing for you or your person, this person does want to move things forward, but there are inconvenient things, so to speak, that still need to be cleaned up. The 10 of Wands is karma, karmic path. This is the soul path. So that means that the lessons haven't been quite learned, and that it would be premature. It would set up a speed wobble if the connection came together too quick. So just let it, simmer a little bit longer here. What is the solution to this challenge? Ace of Cups, unconditional love and patience, because here's the soulmate reunion or twin flame reunion kind of energy. In the upright, it's now. In the inverse like this, it's, we're developing this very colorful picture, this beautiful rendition of this wild and free kind of tree with unconditional love. So it's going to be worth the wait regardless of what happens. For some, this connection is not going to come together because it's a karmic connection. For those, the majority here, that this is your divine counterpart, it is coming into this exquisite, artistic, beautifully creative, new level expression based in unconditional love. And the wait, it will be well worth the wait, I just heard. And so just continue to revel in the becoming. Enjoy this part of the journey. This is the fun part of the road. Just tell yourself that. What can we see, if it's warranted? What can we see for the direction of this connection? King of Wands and the Chariot again. So this person is very much moving forward with anything that is stopping them from being monogamous, from being free and clear to pursue when it comes to other sexual partners, other romantic partners. This person is moving forward with the things that they need to clear up so they can be monogamous, so they can love fully. Okay, so let's get an intimacy card for pile 2. What can we see at this stage? Knight of Shells in the inverse. So this says, this knight may be artful at courtship, but can suddenly backtrack at the last minute, as though consummation of desire would spoil their idealized image of the beloved or themselves. So this does mean there's a little bit of a premature energy. This person wants to consummate, wants to come together, but they know that it might be a little premature. So this could be a scenario where there are other romantic relationships involved, and this would be adultery or an affair. You're allowed to have the incredible knowing that this is a person that shares mutual love with you. But if there are other people involved, it won't move forward fully, smoothly. If you do come together and you know, start something, there's still going to be cleanup, and there's still going to be those relationships that need to be released. You can't run from that. You can't avoid the inevitable. If you want to be together, you've got to go through the karma cleanup in order to do that fully, or it's always going to be angst, or it's going to be secret, or something like that. So yeah, that's where the intimacy is here. I had another message, but I lost it. Let's get some advice for pile 2 here. Interesting pile. I feel like 5 different distinct. Oh, we got the 44 again. I feel a few different storylines in this one. Let me know in the comments if it resonated. Okay, self-sustaining systems, fluidity, and abundance. So pile 2, really think for yourself. Really make the choices based on your heart. Even if your counterpart seems like they aren't really that invested or can't be because there's other people involved. Live your life as though you are already in the life that you want to. That means make all the choices in accordance with what it is you want to manifest, not choices based in weak energy or things that give off the wrong idea. Okay, awesome. Pile 2. Pile 3. Pile 3, let's have a look. Pile 3, so thank you, Divine Creator, for using me as a channel of only the highest, most beneficial information for pile 3. What can we get regarding pile 3's person? How are they thinking and feeling, wishing and doing for pile 3? What is the biggest challenge and solution? Spirit guided solution. And what is the direction in the near future? Okay, so conscious mind, 4 of Cups, and the Hanged Man. So this person does feel like they missed an opportunity with you. They are seeing it now. Something that you have said in the past is dawning on them. And it's like you told them so. There's something there, but it's not that you did it intentionally. What I'm getting for this is something you said off the cuff, something you told them about the nature of love, about what's possible. I'm specifically getting if there is a remarkable difference, religion, age, geographic location, political views, career, other families. If there's something that at face value looked like it wasn't typical for your person, and you said something that showed them why it didn't need to be an obstacle, they are now understanding that it's no longer an obstacle, that they don't have to look at it that way, that they didn't have to miss the opportunity, because now in this period of pause, they've actually seen the light about why you were right and why your love through that obstacle is true. It's possible. You don't have to subscribe to that idea that the obstacle wins. They have seen your side of it. What can we see for, so that's about the connection. So your love, your connection has helped this person expand their consciousness beyond the prejudice of whatever that was. What about their conscious mind for you, viewer? Pile 3, 7 of Swords and 5 of Wands. So secretly they're using whatever this remedy for prejudice is, they're using it to talk to friends, family, peer groups, people that held this same stigma as a truth. They are now sharing the wisdom that has been given to them through this evolutionary journey. They are imparting that into their communities secretly without you knowing. They are doing this. Some of them are even unaware that they're doing this consciously. Some of them are speaking on certain topics and catching themselves saying, oh, I guess I believe that now, as it comes out of their mouths. And they are channeling higher consciousness, but they are also thinking of you when that happens. I'm getting here with this coyote and the T-Rex shadow that this person is acting as though they have, some of them, you know, are acting empowered because of what you've said. And I'm hearing they have directly quoted you and spoken these things as though they are coming first person from your person. So the friends and family or colleagues wouldn't be any the wiser. They wouldn't know that what they're saying was actually verbatim what you've said, because they're just throwing it in there in these conversations. And so I think a few of the people around are picking up on the fact that it's not necessarily their authentic voice coming through, and some of them are wondering if they know you, they are sensing your energy, and some of them are catching on to this person's affection for you. So if you do have mutual friends, family, all of that, they are picking up on the flavor of you. And this person in the past has told this group of people that you were no longer an option, or that they didn't pursue you. But as I'm getting this dinosaur, it's like from ancient history. They're like, oh, that sounds like pile 3 talking. That's weird. And they're making note of it. If that part doesn't resonate, these people are just feeling like, who is this new Divine Masculine 2.0? Why is this person now suddenly different from how I remember them being? Where did that old version go? What is pile 3 thinking on the heart space for you? Oh, unconditional love and the Ace of Swords. So yeah, there's that truth. This is Archangel Michael's sword of truth. This is the truth. This is one sword, meaning their truth on one edge and yours on the other, becoming one. And the 7 of Cups in the inverse to me is the Ace of Cups, the love, the unconditional love through all the options, all the confusion. This sword of truth harmonizes and cuts through all the other things. So all the lower vibrational things that used to stand in the way of this connection, that this diplomatic person is now talking about the evolved way of looking at things, that is this truth that's coming in and cutting out the illusion on the heart space. So these thoughts, these new mindsets are actually in alignment with this Ace of Cups on the heart space. So head and heart are coming into alignment. When the heart loves somebody, but those obstacles are in place, that's because our logical mind is still subscribing to a paradigm that does not allow for love, unconditional love. There's a rule, a regulation, something, a mindset, a paradigm that is contradicting what's acceptable in love or for our heart. And so this is head and heart alignment here. Beautiful. What can we see on the heart space for you, viewer? 4 of Wands union with the Empress. So yeah, you are suddenly the best option because this obstacle has been removed. This clarity is coming in. So marriage is on the table here. Foundation, it's growing. This person hasn't quite filled the shoes and able to put this stuff in their own words fully, fluently. But they do see that you are the Empress of whatever this love-based angle is, and they are working on this foundation. You are helping support them to come into ultimate spiritual, energetic stability. They are rising up to meet your Empress energy here. For some, this can be, I just got that for a couple of you, you're already pregnant with this person, and that premarital pregnancy is a deal breaker in these families, and your counterpart is already talking about how that's not such a bad thing after all. And people are thinking, oh, why are they saying that? There's something like that. And if it's not pregnancy. There's something the two of you might have, this is for some, might have already started without common knowledge, that, or ideas you've bounced back and forth, business plans, business ideas in the past that didn't transpire. There's a lot coming back from the past right now as now feasible, because whatever the obstacle is, the mindset that was not allowing for this connection to move forward quickly or at the time, a lot of things, having children together, starting businesses, a lot of abundance now can be considered legitimate option or feasible timelines because of this object being removed, this obstacle being removed. Okay, so what can we see for what this pile is wishing for the connection? King of Cups with the Queen of Wands. They want to profess their love, but they're holding back right now. There's something about you continuing to claim your independence for a little bit longer. So that might mean that they are at a distance. Some might be at a physical distance. This could be just that there hasn't been a conversation again where the emotions have been shared. So it's been an emotional distance or a wedge put in there. I'm getting that you don't see something coming, so that your person, whatever this obstacle is, I'm not sure that you know that your person has cleared it like this. There is this new beginning here coming in, and you seem kind of unaware of just how full this transformation might become here quickly. So that's what your counterpart is wishing right now. They're wishing to kind of surprise you. I would say of all the piles, this is the one that's tapping into the first bit of the reading the most here, in certain ways, specifically that surprise energy. What are the actions this masculine or this counterpart is taking? The High Priestess, yeah, they are trying to clean up things that are karmic, mindset, different shifting. This is them, you know, deeply caring about the people that they were trying to appease or please when they were more aligned with that philosophy that kept this connection from getting off the ground or from deepening or from coming back together if it went off track. Whoever, whatever those people are, your counterpart cares so much that they are not disrespected in the process of this. So they want to have conversations with these people. Your counterpart wants these people to evolve and grow with them. They don't want to have to choose between them and you, but they will, is what I'm hearing. If these people that are connected with your counterpart are not willing to evolve and see the compassion in your love, these people will be left behind. But your person is going to do everything possible to bring them forward and to communicate the good news about how they've seen how your love is actually in alignment with the possible here. And so, yeah, they're going to give it a shot. And then they're going to say, I've tried my best. And for those that flat out aren't having it, your counterpart is going to leave those individuals to their own path. What is the biggest challenge for pile 3? This new offer and seeing how to go about this. I would say we're still seeing this developmental stage where your person is really across the board setting the stage for this. And so as they go through their karmic rite of passage, that way of this new beginning coming in is going to shift slightly. Their free will is going to look at it a little bit differently. So what I'm getting for the challenge here is that it's happening in real time, that they're going through their karma cleanup and really making these decisions to align with these new timelines and to diverge from the old ones, that it's too rapidly changing what they actually want to offer or what that can look like. It's like as they get on the same page with this more and more, it's starting to look more beautiful each day. And so if they were to offer yesterday, it would pale in comparison to what they could offer tomorrow. So they realize things are changing so fast and there's still so many uncertainties that they have to just stick with the process, one foot in front of the other right now, before offering. And that's the challenge, is they want to have you in their life, and your love has transcended whatever those obstacles were, but they're still having their whole world view adjusted as a response to that. And so, yeah, that's the challenge, is they know they have to wait a little longer before they can figure out exactly what's going to be appropriate to offer. What is the solution? Page of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, withholding for a little while longer, not proposing marriage, not living together, not having a baby if you're not pregnant already, those kind of things. I'm not saying that your person is going to suggest abortion or something like that, or that, yeah, I'm not going to go there. I just wanted to clarify that this person wants to see what's going to happen first before they fully bring in this Ace of Pentacles. They see you handling your own kind of Ace of Pentacles there. You are doing pretty well. If you're not, they also know that you've got your plate full with things. They may not want to come in and burden you or add insult to injury with what you've got going on financially, home situation, divorces, legal matters, that kind of a thing. So they're waiting until you're both in a really good place and the energy's balanced out. I'm getting for this pile that they see how the two of you have mirrored in some ways, and how you have both been coming closer into the vicinity of having the ability to deepen this connection. For whatever reason, they're starting to see how neither of you have been fully ready for this, and that as they process these mindsets, you're also processing the things on your side of it, and that it's all happened just at the rate that it has been able to, and that it's not quite ready to come in just yet. They can tell the readiness isn't there from your side, from their side. It's like they can see the developmental curve with the two of you. And so they are just watching. They're learning to get out of their own way and hold space for what really is. And so no, they're not going to swoop in there and be the knight in shining armor and save you from your karma. You have to go through that. And this person knows that. This person knows how important that is for everybody to take accountability for what they had going on before these connections can come in. They're doing it on their side with these kind of faulty beliefs, and they're watching you do it on your side with something to do with living situation, marriages or other relationships, children, things like that. Okay, what can we see for the direction of this connection in the near future? The Sun and bravery. So while there is still things that haven't been fully brought to light, the next little while, next 3 weeks, both of you are just going to keep plugging away and start seeing a little bit more. Like, it's like you're going to feel things are moving in the right direction, but you won't get a lot of information in the near future. It's just about being brave, manifesting this sight unseen and trusting your person is really like doing some grunt work over there to clear out some low vibrational stuff and to give it their best shot to prepare for their new higher vibrational life. Okay, let's see a intimacy card for pile 3. Three of Shells, Three of Cups in the inverse. That can sometimes mean letting go of third-party situations, other influences that are in competition for this connection, not being a friend, if they have chosen other loyalties. This is a one-on-one deepening. Okay, Three of Shells. In this deck, it's a bit different. So don't take too much care. These are temporary games. No one will notice if you drop out from exhaustion. Yeah, so this is just let go right now and rest, trust. Right now, it's like you're not being given a lot of information with the sun in the reverse. And so if it's kind of exhausting you to keep trying to figure out what the heck is going on, don't do that to yourself. Rest right now. This will pass. Whatever's happening right now needs to be done independently. And so, yeah, whatever it is on your side of the energy, it could even just be that you're meant to rest right now and chill while your person does some of the energetic heavy lifting over there. And so, yeah, be really good to yourself. If you've got some things going on that are exhausting you, make sure you have time for self-care. This is a time when you can't, you're not going to be rescued by your counterpart. This is about learning how to practice self-love. This is an essential balancing act. When we can practice self-love, in these developmental stages, we dial that in as a way of life, and then we do that in relationship. And therefore, we don't fall into some of that codependency where we stop caring for ourselves. We lose ourselves and we only focus on the other person, or we focus on lack or tank the whole relationship because nothing of value is there. We have to love ourselves enough to get into a connection that is awe-inspiring, I heard, and love-filled, and that we don't lose ourselves and we can maintain our balance and wholeness in it. So this is the proving ground for that. And Heart of the Pentagon, joy, playfulness, and pleasure. So follow your bliss. Be like a child. If it doesn't feel good, don't do it. If it feels good, enjoy. Okay, many blessings. Bye for now.